Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video. So, the new trial is upon us and we're going to be going in and getting our rewards for beating BALROG's trial stage. And I had a look, which I don't usually do, to see if they'd made many changes to the character, if he was going to be the same type of character he was previously, because if he was, I knew that I probably wouldn't actually use him all that often in the trial, because in the other versions he's pretty mid, to be completely honest, and I hoped that with him being a 50% off unit, maybe they would do more, but as you'll see throughout this trial, I don't think they have. So let's take a look at the lineup. With this one, again, you'll notice throughout this trial, I do not actually use BALROG that often. Okay, I do use him from time to time, but what I will say is when I was recording this, initially I tried to use him in most of the teams for most of the attacks, and the most of the time required me to redo it without using BALROG too much in the attacks. Now, to me that's never a good sign. Although you cannot fully judge a unit based on the trial, I will say that my early impressions, although I am not judging characters this early, I have said this before, my early impressions are he is mid, right? Now, personally, I do have this sort of a pessimistic view of things, where I think to myself, if they were going to release a unit that was truly top tier, or really good at least, would they give you 50% off on that unit? I have to say no, I don't think they would. Okay, so what I would say about BALROG is, obviously if you're someone who is absolutely putting resource values above all else, then of course summoning at 50% off on divination is probably worth your while. If you're looking at BALROG from a pure unit standpoint, early indications for me suggest no, he's probably not worth going for. But again, I think you guys have got time, you should wait. Because as time passes, we're obviously going to get a better understanding of the unit and things like that. I just, so far, don't really see too much about him, using him anyway, that makes him stand out as a kind of must-have unit, someone who you really want to blow your resources to get. Because, I mean, traditionally speaking, doing things like a 50% off or some kind of crazy ass offer just before an anniversary, just before a potential collab, it really does reek to me of potentially trying to drain the seas, so to speak, get people dry on resources so that when something more hype comes along, you've got no option but to spend. But again, that's just kind of applying gacha logic. Now, I don't think I went too quickly going through this. I think I've left the combos on screen for a decent enough amount of time where you guys can see what I'm doing, what I'm choosing, who I'm going with, that type of thing. Again, you probably will have noticed a trend by now that not too often have I gone with BALROG as my whole combo. I mean, I did do it here, but I'm fairly sure on this run BALROG dies pretty early and he essentially no longer stays part of the combo. I can't remember though, because even though I only done this 2 minutes ago, I've already forgotten. That's how my brain works. I'm old and I forget these things. But maybe he doesn't die. Does he die? I thought he died. No, he dies. He dies. And then the combo becomes these guys, and these guys obviously finish the job. But that kind of tells me that if I had not gone with BALROG and maybe used someone else from the start, probably would have got the same result faster, you know? So I actually think probably you could have done this without using BALROG in the combo and possibly cleared this off a little bit faster, right? But again, that's just my initial reaction to this guy. I'm really not impressed by him at the moment. But again, I am tempering that with the whole, it's too early to judge him, we'll need to wait and see other content. Just don't go rushing into summon until we know a little bit more. We can get people who can merc him, that type of stuff, right? So, I think we're at fight number 4 now, and I feel like I again, this is probably one where I didn't use him too often. Now, I mean, I might be coming across as overly negative towards the character right now. That's not my intention, just to be clear. So hopefully you guys can sort of pick out that really I'm just trying to share my gut initial reactions to him right now, right? What I will say is if you are a fan of Balrog, there is another version that we will get later who is called World Champion Balrog or something, who is miles better. So if he's one of your favourite characters, do not despair. Do not despair. There is a version of this character that comes out who does put some respect on his name, okay? Sorry about all these wee micro pauses, my son keeps coming into the room as I'm doing this video and it's making it rather difficult to get it done. 8 minutes, got to record for 8 minutes, and trying to buy that amount of quiet, free time in this house is an absolute nightmare, hence the reason why videos have massively decreased, because Christmas holidays are a thing. But anyway, hopefully we can do the last 2 stages without any further micro pauses in this video that some of you might not even have noticed. So there you go, moving on through. We're through to fight number 5, I think at this point, and then obviously you'll have your rewards and you'll be good to go. So fight number 5, team. What are we going to do? Flame Adon and Viper, and to be honest, I think I forgot to use Flame Adon in this combo. I don't know why I did Viper at the end, but it worked. What I would say is, you could probably not put Viper as combo free. You could probably put Flame Adon as combo free and still achieve the same result, possibly faster. I intended fully to have Flame Adon as my combo free, but instead I accidentally selected Viper. I don't think it matters, as you can see, but would I have gone with Viper? No. If I had remembered, I would not have gone with Viper. I would have gone with Flame Adon. So maybe you do that, okay? So that is fight number 5 in the bag. Now we move on to fight number 6 and finally secure our rewards, okay? So for this one, I'm pretty sure Cammy and Gale, and I'm pretty sure Cammy and Gale are who I used to do most of the stuff in this battle. So you'll notice overall, we hardly used Balrog. I think more often than not I used his C1 because it said shield. Didn't really take in what it was doing. I don't think it was giving us much of a shield, to be honest. I don't think it was helping that much with any kind of survivability or anything. More or less I just relied on everyone else to do the work, put in the damage. To me, that suggests the unit is probably not great, but again, you're all entitled to your own opinion, you're entitled to make up your own mind. I'm just, I suppose, less than enthusiastic about said character. But that is, you got everything you need to get from this event, mini event, this trial, whatever we're calling it, I forget the name of them right now. But that is it. I'll be back with more videos today because there's a few things to cover. I've been Hayzink, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.